What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy here from Africa. I know many of you guys are kind of like waiting for me to update you guys what is going on with videos when it comes to trucking, because I see a lot of questions on my Instagram and comments in the YouTube videos. And you guys, some of y'all want to jump into it, but y'all stay asking me what is going on. I just took a break of videos and everything. Sometimes I'm able to just upload a little bit of videos on my DIY, which is not much because I don't have time to do a lot of editing. I'm pretty busy right now, but I want to create some of y'all minds about some of the questions and things like that. What is going on with trucking? Technically speaking, I'm on break when it comes to trucking. I'm not going to call that I quit trucking, but I'm on break. If you guys remember, when I first started in trucking, I told you guys, do not trade your family for trucking. All right? You can trade trucking for your family. You know what I'm saying? It's like you cannot put your family on hold, right? But you can put the trucking business on hold. And that's what I did. Family come first. It got to the point where I was kind of like seeing my family be on hold and just keep running like crazy. And it was not a normal way of running a business. It was just like chasing your death or something like that, if I have to call it that way. Like chasing the death. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when you're chasing money, even though the money is not coming to you, but you're just chasing it, you're going to end up losing something valuable. That could be your health. That could be either your family or yourself, basically. And I didn't want to trade anything, for trucking. I love the business. I enjoy it. At the end of the day, we all are still learning, okay? I'm still learning in trucking. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm 100%, I know everything about trucking, right? I know how to get lows, which I'm doing right now since I took a break. I got 4 people that I'm dispatching. That's all I want to do because it's less stressful. Sit here in the morning, dispatch these 4 guys, and when I'm able to find the load for the next day pickup, I do that, right? Come on in, Mom. How are you? You all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me one break, okay?
All right.
So if I'm able to find a load for them the next morning, I do that. In that way, I don't have to like super early morning jump on the load board. Because even those I'm doing the dispatching, I'm using my personal brokers and stuff like that. It just still not adding up. And at some point, I even want to put even the dispatcher on hold because there's the pressure. Can you imagine as a dispatcher, you have a driver sitting at a truck stop that need a load or something, and that driver may not understand. He might think that you're not competent, right? That, you are not good at what you're doing. It used to be super easy to get load from the low bowl and keep your driver moving. But now these days, it's just hard. It's just hard. So, drivers, owner operator, whatever that you're dispatching for them, they might not even think that you know what you're doing. But at the end of the day, it's not about, I don't know what I'm doing. It's about the whole market situation. It's just so hard to move a single truck right now. Even if you have one truck to dispatch a day, it's just hard. It's just hard. So I got to the point where I find myself kind of just plunging and running negative, So I will break that in a separate video, but I just wanted to kind of update you guys that, hey, I'm on break right now because I'm not going to lose my family for trucking or something like that. So I just want to inform you guys right now I'm on break. And I was having a lot of issues with drivers, not delivering low on time and stuff like that. And it's, you can't babysit people. At the end of the day, me as an owner, I find myself running to cover my truck, the expense on my truck and the expense on my driver truck. Even though I book a load for driver today, my personal driver, I book a load for them today. And if it's low, it's like 500 miles or whatever that need to be delivered next day, maybe early morning, driver ended delivering that load like 3, 4 p.m. or something. And I started losing some how you call it, connection with some of my brokers. Some of my brokers like, hey man, I know you for a long time. I know you never operate like this, whatever, but I gotta let this go. So it was just too many things to talk about. My drivers left my pallet jack at the shipper or receiver didn't inform me. Up to now, as we speak, the pallet jack is still out there. I no longer work with the driver, but that just tell you how I was losing money. If my pallet jack is sitting right now in Ohio, somewhere in some warehouse, I can go get it. But hey, I'm not going to drive all the way down to Ohio to go get a pallet jack. I would just, whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm just informing you guys that the business was just taking nothing but every part of me was just kind of like being break down. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm fighting to run a load to cover my driver truck, to cover my own truck. It means that cover my driver truck payment, cover my driver truck insurance, and my truck at the same time. Why? Because the driver's not doing what it's supposed to be doing and things. So it was too much of talking. So what I ended up doing, sold both of my trucks. I sold both of my trucks and I got rid of it. And now I'm debt free. But if you guys remember, a few months ago, I bought two trucks, just two old trucks, one for $3,000 and one for $2,000, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure you guys already seen that video. But what I ended up doing is that I took the $3,000 truck, because that was 2013. I took it to a mechanic and they were able to fix that truck for, I think, $1,200. So the truck is running, but I park it. I park it because, like I said, there was too much of stuff going on that I couldn't focus anymore. I was like, you know what? I know this truck is running right now, but I don't want to put it over the road. I just want to take a break to kind of reset myself, to just let go some of that negative stuff that I collected over years and years and all of that, and just kind of be a new person. I just enjoy something that I put on hold for so many years, right? Because when I got into trucking, I would just go in nonstop. I got to make videos. I got to talk to brokers. I got to dispatch. I have to do a lot of stuff. So at the end of the day, I wasn't enjoying my family. I wasn't enjoying myself, not at all. I moved here in Chicago. There are many places in Chicago that people travel from all around the world to come visit. I've been here since 2022, like 2+ years now. I never visited some of these areas, just to tell you that I was doing nothing but just chasing the money that don't want to come. It's not because I wasn't making money. When I use my truck myself, I make money, but I was just using that money to cover my second truck payment and insurance and other stuff like that. And it was just not making sense anymore. I said, you know what? I got to take a break. So I want to update you guys. If those of you who want to get into the business right now, you want to listen to me, all right? I will be honest with you. There's no money in trucking right now. You will make money, but it will require so much more than what we used to do back then, okay? It's not like you're going to book a load today and be able to get another load tomorrow. If you're getting another load tomorrow, most likely it's a load that you're running on loss, like $1.20 something, $1.30, $1.50. How can you survive with these rates? And especially if you get like a blow-off tire, your tires blow off on the highway, and you call a roadside tire guys and sell you a used tire for $500. How you gonna recover if you running into stuff like that? I'm telling you, I bought a old tire for my driver. He was coming out of Colorado and he blew off a tire, and we called a roadside guy. Unfortunately, this guy, instead of watching the tire guy to see what type of tire that he was putting on the truck, he was sitting in his truck, I'm pretty sure, playing on his phone, and the guy just threw some old tires. Coming from Colorado to Illinois, by the time he got here, that tire went off. That tire was blah, 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 blah the whole time, and a state trooper was behind him. He saw that the tire was whatever. He got pulled over, and he got what? A ticket for some type of maintenance stuff, and I replaced the tire, but I had to fill up that paperwork to send it to. So there was a lot of stuff. Can you imagine coming out of Colorado with nothing but just a trash load, and then you have to buy the $500 tire to put on your truck? It means that load, basically your profit, and at some point there was even no profit in there, right? So that money that you supposed to, it's just a loss. It's just a loss. So I found myself in a position where I was losing money. I have to take money from a personal account that had nothing to do with trucking. Some of the businesses that actually got me to start trucking in the first place. These are the business now that I was pulling money from to put into trucking. Can you imagine? I put these businesses on hold just to focus on trucking, but at the end of the day, I find myself taking money from those businesses to put it into trucking, hoping that things going to get better, and I was just going negative. So I just feel like, it's time to take a break. But I will update you guys on another video, tell you why I sold the truck and all of this stuff, explain to you some of the stuff that I was dealing with. That's going to be a long video because I'll be able to take you guys to my parking lot where I park those two trucks, the two old trucks that I bought, just to show you that the 2013 truck is running. I know some of you guys who are closer to me, y'all know what I'm talking about. You already, know that truck is running. So I'll be able to start a truck and even run around so you guys can know that the truck is actually running. But I'm working on something different that maybe I can use this truck to run it, but now it's going to be over the road. And if I have that business set up, I'll be able to show you guys hopefully what type of business I'm talking about. But I'm hoping that when I get that set up, it will be something around the city or something like that. Very easy and very profitable business. But those trucks are going to be very useful. And for the fact that they're old trucks, I'm not going to be doing a lot of maintenance because I'm not going to take it over the road to put a lot of miles and all this stuff on it. So it's just going to be early morning stuff, and then by 6 p.m. you're already home and things like that. So those are the things that I'm working on right now, but I'm going to disclose that in the future when I'm already into it. So just to let you guys know right now, I did not quit trucking. I love the business, but I'm also waiting to see what's going to happen after this election. So as a small business owner, if you are there, you have a small business, this coming election will be a very, very important election in the entire American history. So if you got a small business, you got to think about it. Since I got into this business under Joe Biden and his people, what exactly is going on? Am I making profit? The fuel price okay? The rates? What exactly Joe Biden is saying about the trucking business? Joe Biden is not doing anything about truckers. Why is a trucker protested for Donald Trump in New York? It's because when Donald Trump was in power, fuel price was low, everything was low. This is not about politics. It's not about if you love Donald Trump or you don't love Donald Trump. It's about the policy that he has in place. If he become president again, I'm pretty sure many of you guys, including myself, we are going to be able to benefit from that. So y'all need to think about it. This is not about, hey, I love Joe Biden no matter what, even if he take it all down the ocean, I'm going to follow him. No, I'm not giving up my life to somebody because I cares about that person or because I love them. No, right? So before I became citizen, I registered Democrat. But I never voted for Democrat. So I'll be honest with you right now. So at the end of the day, I just feel like Democrat people don't really care about what the American people are going through. At the end of the day, you guys want to see how everything is getting so expensive. The business is going down. Our President Joe Biden never say anything regarding this business. He never say anything about when are we going to be able to pay for gas like $2 or even $3 a gallon. He don't say anything about it. So if you guys dislike the video because I'm talking bad about Joe Biden, you can go ahead and unsubscribe. At the end of the day, I just realized that I lose everything because of Joe Biden. He's not doing anything for the citizen. He's not doing anything to profit small businesses. Every small businesses are struggling right now. If you ask every small business owner, they will tell you that doing Donald Trump, they were making more money. But doing Joe Biden, at the end of the day, a lot of people are closing up. Rent are getting higher up. I got people that were paying $1,500 a month for rent, and out of nowhere, the landlord just surprised them and said, hey, the rent going to be $1,850. That's $350 up. Why is it that the president or the government allowing people to jack up people's rent without saying anything about it? And they're expecting us to vote for them because after 4 years, if everybody that have a small businesses have to shut down their business and at some point struggle and stuff like that, you tell me if we have to give this administration another 4 years, what America going to be like? My dream to come to America is use my energy, use my hands and everything that I have to make a good living. But if I have to do everything that I have and still not be able to make a good living, then what exactly is about the American dream? So that American dream that I dreamed about before coming to America is no longer exist. And I don't want that for the rest of the incoming generation. So at the end of the day, I'm giving my vote to Donald Trump. Whether some of you guys like it, if y'all want to unsubscribe, go for it and unsubscribe. At the end of the day, I don't wait for YouTube to put food on the table for my family. So somebody subscribing to my channel or unsubscribing to my channel because I say bad stuff about Joe Biden, be my guest. Because I am waiting when Donald Trump became president, I will resume my trucking business. I will go over the road. I got all the experience to be a better trucking company. I have everything. You guys see me, at some point I was making transmission services. You know how much it costs to service your transmission, Allison transmission on a truck? That's $2,000 to $3,000. I did all of this stuff on my own. I do oil change. I do a lot of different stuff. AC compressor, I replace those things. I change belt. So what is it that I don't know about trucking? So I got better opportunity, even become a better trucking business in the future with all the little experience that I have when it comes to maintenance. So I have all this experience. So why I say I'm not making money? All the time I do oil changing, all the little stuff that I've been doing on my trucks, but I'm not making money. I'm still running as loss. So to tell you that I know so much about trucking, like I said, we all still learning, right? But I know what it takes to make a successful trucking business. But you're not going to be successful if everything else in the country is skyrocketing. Food is expensive, rent is expensive, electric bills is expensive. People can't even buy their car anymore. Since I came to this country in 2005, in November 2005, up to now, if I tell you how much automobile that I purchased, trade, sold, up to 18 vehicles since 2005, you guys not going to believe it, including my trucks. But I can't even afford going to a dealership right now to say, hey, I'm going to sign up for a brand new car. I wanted to, at some point, surprise my wife with some Mercedes or GLF 450 or 500 at some point. But at the end of the day, we just look at the insurance, just keep going up. We look at fuel going up. My wife's like, hey, we don't need any car loan. These cars are still brand new. And I listen to them. So now that's it. That wouldn't be the problem if Donald Trump was president and I'm making money and all of that. Wouldn't be the problem for me at all. I could afford that to surprise my family, just to show them that, hey, if you gotta let me go over the road, these are things like that I can offer you guys. But they let me go over the road for weeks, over weeks, and I still cannot surprise them with anything. I only come home with frustration. So you guys want to think about it, this coming election, if you want to be a small business owner, you got to think out of the box. Because if you want to think that, oh, your mom and dad are Democrats, so you're going to remain Democrat, this is not about your mom and dad time anymore. They already done their time. They did what they're supposed to do back then. So now it's your future that you need to think about it. What can you do to make yourself better? It's not about family, history, party, or whatever you want to call it. Or because my whole generation been Democrat, I cannot pull out a Democrat. No, seriously. A lot of people are switching because of many reasons. This government, Joe Biden and whatever, and Kamala Harris, she's a joke. If Hillary Clinton did not become president in America, Kamala Harris is not going to become president. If Joe Biden did not make my life easier, that's not Kamala Harris. I'm not giving my vote for Democrat. I'm swear to God, I'm giving it to Donald Trump because I know when Donald Trump was president, America was smiling. We used to have extra cash in the pocket. We used to go out, do things. Fuel price was easy. Why is it people cannot purchase stuff anymore? If you usually spend $50 a week to go to work in your car, a tank full of gas, maybe $50 a week, right? Within a whole week. Now you're spending like $75 or $100 a week. The extra money is going to gas. So you don't have the extra money anymore to go do like what? Little shopping or things like that. You don't have that anymore. So everything is going out. So people put their pleasure, their vacation, and everything on hold because the government just sitting out there. Things is getting expensive, and they're just laughing about it. And you and I are out here struggling with everything. At the end of the day, I just want to tell you guys that off trucking for a little bit. It's just a break. I want to let this year slide away. and pray God that Donald Trump become president, and that's when I'm going to resume my business. When it comes to trucks, not that I don't have trucks, like I said already, I have 2 trucks. I already fixed one that running. Even if I just want to run just by myself, I will still make it. But I don't see myself taking those $20, $30 low and just burn myself and not making sense. So let's just park the truck and wait to after election. So that's the update I have for you guys for now. But I will tell you guys how did I sold my trucks, the reason that I sold my trucks, and some of the things that you guys need to think about if you want to hire drivers, and all of this stuff we're going to disclose that in a separate video. But this is your boy from Africa. I will catch you guys in the next video. I got nothing but love for y'all, man. All right, so you guys want to get into the trucking, do not listen to what I said. You want to go see for yourself. But if I've been in it for 3+ years and I'm telling you that I'm on break, it means that it's not smelling good. It doesn't look good out there right now. So you want to think about that, because especially if you're a brand new owner operator with a brand new authority at this time of the day, you're not going to survive it. You're not going to survive it. So take that from me, or you can do whatever feels better for you. I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.